Gordon Lawshe, 15 Elizabeth Street, Caldwell, New Jersey. I'm currently working at the Caldwell Community Center, and 2 weeks ago tomorrow we dedicated the Kiwanis Oval. It's fantastic. I think everybody in both towns should be very, very happy what has taken place here. I sat on that committee. I'm very proud of it myself. However, in 2 weeks, I've had 50 million questions from Caldwell and West Caldwell residents at the community center that I am not able to answer, okay? Either is my boss, Rob Patterson, who runs the center. We're a little concerned. I opened up the center the last 2 Mondays. I open up at 10 after 5 in the morning. The same people for the last 2 weeks have asked me a million questions. So I think anybody in the audience here and you people as the council know I speak my piece. When I was on the council, I'll give you the answer. You might not like what I have to say, but you'll get an honest answer. The biggest, if I could ask you some of the questions, since we just can't get any answers, and I'll be honest with you, Mayor, I'm really tired of having the same people come up to me, you know, Gordon, find out what's going on. Number one, the biggest question is everybody wants to know why no chairs are allowed on the turf.
I understand it was the manufacturer's recommendation.
Okay. Well, here's okay. That's fine. I appreciate that. What are we doing?
Just finish. And I think that both councils knew that. So.
Well, I haven't heard. I'm pretty friendly with all these people that are sitting in the front row here, and I haven't gotten an answer. My next question regarding the chairs.
I don't think it's all chairs. I think
certain kind.
I think like the old-fashioned folding aluminum chairs with the rounded feet.
That should be fine.
Yeah,
right.
well, that's what
They are
I'm
hosts.
saying. I've seen those on.
Okay. Okay. Well, I haven't seen any chairs.
Oh, I've seen plenty on Saturday.
It might be easier. Maybe what we should do is just simply post them. Just post the do's and don'ts, maybe right on the fence.
I think you definitely need to do that. That's you know, I've had people say to me, "What's the problem with wheelchairs?" And again, you know, I don't know. You can't bring a wheelchair on the
You can't
turf.
forbid a wheelchair.
You can't prevent.
You cannot stop a wheelchair.
Wheelchairs are allowed.
Okay. Vinny?
We let wheelchairs.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So that's good.
You cannot stop a wheelchair from accessing anywhere.
Okay, that's fine. Next question, which is probably the biggest question that I've got. They want to know why the Kiwanis Oval is locked. There's a lock on the Oval 24 hours a day unless something is being done there. Is it a public facility? That's what people are asking me. Why is it locked?
I know that Caldwell Council had a big discussion about it at their last meeting, and quite frankly, I don't know what the results of that discussion were. I think certainly it's one of those things where I would imagine it's going to be used most every night.
Right.
Through up till the winter time, and then once the spring starts, I would imagine probably in the middle of the night's not a good idea to lock for safety reasons.
Well, what about during the day? There's people.
I think again during the day, depending on I think that's a logistical, who's using it during the day. If there's someone there during the day, then we have to open it up if it's scheduled. I don't know
Okay.
what schedule is during the day.
That's a magic word, Joe. Yeah. Schedule. We at the community center, I think we have all kinds of different programs during the day and at night. We were told that we would get some type of schedule. I guess all the scheduling is going to be done by the recreation department. As of this day, which is 2 weeks since the facility has been open, I'm not positive, but I don't think we have a key. That's number one. At least my boss doesn't have a key at the center. We've never received a schedule, which leads me to the next problem.
Has anyone asked Mr. DiMassi for a schedule?
I don't know. I'm an employee. I'm not the boss.
I'm sure if you ask him for a schedule, he'll give you one.
Well, Mr. DiMassi's here. Have you given anybody a schedule at our place?
Nobody's asked in the last 2 weeks, but I'd be happy to provide you with one.
Well, I'm a little curious, Gabe, why you wouldn't have given us a schedule. Why should we have to ask you for a schedule? We really need to know what's going on up there. No, or?
Before, when it was the Kiwanis Oval without turf, nobody asked me for a schedule before, so I can't assume that.
Well,
unless you ask.
Make it easy. Provide the schedule every week. That's all.
Well, I sat on the committee, Gabe, and I know that was said, that the West Caldwell Rec was supposed to supply Caldwell with a schedule of events that was going on. Am I right? Was that discussed?
Very simply, I'll provide
We
you
will
with
provide a schedule.
Okay.
every week.
Again, major problem is the parking. My brother ran a Junior Chiefs for 5 years. We really didn't have too many parking problems then because the Junior Chiefs had someone out in the parking lot telling their people when they were dropping the people off for football to, if, you can't park in the lot, okay? I've heard the excuse that it's a public parking lot, okay? It probably is a public parking lot. But for 5 years, we really haven't had too many parking problems. It's been worked out with the Junior Chiefs. They're great. They do a great job. But again, we do have some parking problems. And I'd like to know how's that going to be corrected?
I'm sure with a lot of cooperation from all the parties involved, we're gonna have to just, again, I know my understanding from Mr. DiMassi is that the Junior Chiefs organization, soccer club, all the clubs that go up there have instructed all of their people not to park there.
Okay.
Park it on, public, on Bloomfield Avenue, et cetera, et cetera. So I think that was being addressed. I think it's getting better. I think like anything else, I know it's gotten a lot better. My understanding, I wasn't here the first weekend. I was visiting my son in college, but I know I was up there Saturday night, and there were plenty of spots at the.
Well, I think the biggest problem is people from out of different towns don't know where the St. Al's
And I
parking
think
lot
that-
is.
I think that is incumbent upon the home team to let the visiting team know in advance that parking is limited and not available, or whatever the.
I think signage would
Mayor, if I
help
may?
too.
And we had some sign, yes, Rick.
If I may,
Please come to the mic.
Sure.
Identify yourself so we have.
Just for the newcomers that just walked in, we apologize, we're running about 10 minutes late. As soon as these questions are done, we'll open up the newcomers.
Council, I just have one more point, and then I can let Richie take over. I saw our varsity soccer teams playing on the field. Is that going to be, permissible?
Well, if they were on there, I guess it was permissible.
They've used our fields in the past.
Okay.
They've been on EVA. It's a 1 or 2 time accommodation throughout the year, that's it.
That's it, okay.
It's not a regular.
And they don't pay anything, correct?
That's an agreement between the town and the Board of Ed. I don't know what they.
We have a reciprocal, which happens to be due at the end of the year. We have a reciprocal contract, I think, I don't know, it's 5 years, I don't remember the duration, but I know it's coming due,
July.
Is it next
In
July?
July.
It's coming due in the next 6 or 8.
That's fine. Again, these are all questions that I've been asked and I don't have the answers for. So I think that's it.
Good question.
Thank you.
Thank you.